Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative, and today we're talking about the camera control button. This one is on the iPhone 16 Pro, but it's come through all of the new 16, 16 Pro, 16 Pro Max, 16 Plus. Anyway, what do I think about it? Is it useful? It may be useful, and only if they do a few things to actually make it be useful, but right now it's in the way. There are going to be growing pains in the way that I hold the camera and the way that a lot of people hold the camera, so let me just show you exactly what I mean. Alright, you're going to be my subject right now. Say hi to my Pokemon card here. So, what I thought was so good is actually turning out to be a detriment when I'm taking pictures and when I'm trying to focus on things. This, alright, how do I actually hold my camera when I'm taking pictures? I will hold it like this, because I am a two-handed user, because I will be going like this, and I like to have a firm hold on the camera, and then I click, 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 and that's the little circle button here in the center. What is happening, and what I thought this was going to be as, look at the camera, not me. Sorry, I mean the camera. Look at that. My thumb is exactly where this button is, and you may think that's going to be great because all you do, and what I really am doing, I'm just pressing, we're going to launch the camera, and then there's me, and I'm launched, and I'm good, and I can take it. My first nitpick is that it launches into photo. It does not, you can't set it to launch into video. Now I know there's a setting that you can preserve settings and have it be whatever it was before, but I don't want that. I want this to be my video button, not my photography button. If that makes any sense. I do a lot more video stuff than pure photography. I know it's a photo control button. It's a button, by the way, but it's just not exactly, I want it to be a little bit varied. Now, if you looked at the short that I made, that you can actually go in and you can change things. So we're going to go here, we're going to go to camera control, and if you want to, this is what's currently on 18.1. And we're going to read this together. So if you launch it, you either launch it on a single click in your, not in your pocket, but when it's not awake, or if the phone is awake, or a double tap to make it a little bit more secure so you don't accidentally touch it. That actually may help. Although I've never accidentally launched the camera, it's when I'm in the camera when I have issues. And then here's what you can do with it currently. You can launch the camera, you can launch a QR code reader, which doesn't make sense because the camera automatically reads QR codes. You can launch Halide, you can launch Instagram, and it's not launching Instagram, it's actually launching Instagram and then immediately going into the Instagram camera. You can launch the magnifier, or you can have this do nothing. And for right now, when I am just using the phone, I'm not accidentally pressing this and launching the camera. And that's because, at least on the body of the camera, and on this particular case from Apple, which I'm actually not a big fan of, they have it in the way, I want to look at the camera, not me, flush, completely flush with this case. And you may think that's going to be great, so you don't accidentally press it. I don't want one of those cases that has an indent because that may be awkward, but what I think is actually going to be best is those cases that have an indent, because it will remind you that when your thumb or whatever finger is going to be around here, that's somewhere where you don't want to press an indent, because what I'm used to doing is holding this camera firm and clicking and just getting the picture, starting the video, and kind of panning around with this. And my grip and a lot of my strength, okay, all my other fingers here are gripping this side. This thumb is right on this real hot spot right here. So let me actually take this out of the case, because I think this may be a little bit more helpful if we are looking at this here. So again, this is a flush case. This is a flush button. It looks like that old 5G, kind of cutout outline, kind of right here, but it's pretty flush. And you press it, and the camera's launching right here, and then, well, that's kind of All right, let's take some pictures here. So if you were taking it like this, of course you have to kind of move your finger over. It is useful in landscape, but it's more useful in portrait orientation. So you tap, you take the picture, you kind of hold down, and you play with the settings and all that. But this is where we get kind of issues in this. And that is because when we are using this as a traditional camera, let's see if you can see this here as well. So I'm going to be using this and holding this as look, it's already on the zoom. It's literally on the zoom when I don't want this to be on zoom. And I'm holding this naturally. I'm holding it with the exact same pressure that I normally would. And this is me trying to avoid, let's see, this is actually how I naturally take pictures. Sometimes with the right hand. If it's with the left hand, it is like this so that I can actually tap, tap, tap. And that finger again is on here, but that's what is holding this down. Look at it. And if you move it, then it starts moving around because it's sensitive. As of right now, and I don't think so. Let's see. When we turn off, let's see. We're going to have the effect be none. But this is the camera launcher, so let's see if that actually does something. Yeah, it's still doing that half press, and it's in the way, and it now even launched the f-stop setting, and it's just kind of like in the way. You can't turn that off. You cannot turn off that function. And right now, even like moving back this way, my thumb was sliding up, and it slid it into 0.7. It has really become an annoyance more than anything. I thought that it would be great exactly where it was because you're using the phone. Oh, tap. That's weird. It didn't launch the camera. Right, because I turned it off. I totally forgot. Anyway, it'd be so easy because, wow, okay, launch the camera. Oh, let's capture that moment quick. Tap, tap, done. Don't have to move your finger because, again, the way I use my phone normally is going to be holding it and kind of navigating with the other because I want stability. I'm always on the street. Gotta keep two hands on the phone if you're on the street in the city because it's kind of dangerous. But I'm finding this, and again, these are growing pains. These are things that hopefully I'll have to kind of get out of the way. But what I'm finding out is the lower portion of this phone has been a lot of just holding on to the phone. It's really, it's just about gripping the phone. It's having the space to grip the phone. Now, one thing I kind of want to take a look at here, and let's see if I can actually find this, is that somebody has put a that clamp, and here's a clamp here, and they're like, oh wow, the button's in the way, and I was like, it's flush with this. Is it really in the way? So if you have a camera clamp, this is just a cheap one, and you clamp it here, is it going to launch the camera? No. The camera clamp will not be able to depress unless it's a very soft memory foam-esque camera clamp. It's not going to launch the camera. See, I'm pushing both sides. The camera control button is here. Let's go back. Let's go into the camera. Is it messing anything? No. So you don't need a MagSafe, tripod mount. You don't need any of that. This is right over that camera button and it's not doing anything. So don't worry about that at the very least. Do worry about the fact that now you cannot really, when using the camera, hold this in the same way that you maybe did before. Just my thoughts. Again, it's growing pains, so we're going to figure this out together. And if you found a way that, because now oh my God, I'm just going to have to adjust my grip. I just can't put a finger on this when I'm taking a photo because maybe I don't have a soft grip, but with my grip, it's launching this and any movements. Yeah, if I adjust my fingers a little bit, it's just going crazy. It's moving because I'm just trying to get this a little bit better. Man, this is annoying. I don't know what to say, man. I am not a big fan of the update. The only reason why I got this phone was because I'm coming from a 15 Pro Max, and I love that 5x zoom. That's an extremely useful zoom, and it's very clean, but I wanted it in a smaller package, so I got this, and I got the new color because it looks new and it looks good in videos, and I think you guys really want to see this in a video. But I think that it is something that was not well thought out, and it's going to be a little bit of an issue. Camera control button point. Oh, look at my finger. That's my jammed finger. That doesn't look good, does it? We're going to put this here like this. Anyway, guys, if you have any comments or questions or anything, just put it in the comment section below. Let me know. It's really important that we kind of navigate this together, because I am somebody who records video and takes photos, and I use this a lot because some venues only allow this, and then you're kind of stuck with it. So we got to live with this. And again, you can turn this off as the camera launch button, but you cannot turn off the functionality when it's inside, or make it a little bit, they're going to have to kind of mess with the pressure sensitivity or remove features or something like that, because it's really in the way. I just can't use it like reliably right now. It's kind of been messing up my shot sometimes, because you're recording and you're within the video and you're like, oh, I would like to do some fine movements, you would think, but normally I'm just recording and I'm trying to capture something moving, my finger's there, and I have to capture this, and I move my fingers and it zooms in or zooms out. That's annoying. It's really annoying. I'm on Instagram at m8b9. You can email me at creativenyc2024@gmail.com. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.